And I will turn on my music so I can hear. This will not affect what you're hearing. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I hear it. I'm sure you're hearing it too. So I'm going to come over here to the center of the room. And I'm going to find my closed stance, sort of in the center of my room. And again, I just want to repeat, nothing to learn, nothing to get right, nothing to memorize. If I go one way and you go the other way, not a problem. As long as you are breathing and coordinating the movement with the breath. So let's start out with hugging the tree and sinking the chi. Inhale the arms up, hug the tree, and we'll sink the chi 3 times. Right down the center of the body, through the legs and the feet, down into the earth. And you can let out a sigh if you like. Now we're going to shift the weight to either side, and it doesn't matter which side. And we're going to do a move called opening the door 4 times. This is actually the first move of the 9 form, opening the door. And we'll just practice this 4 times. When we get into the 9 form, we're only going to do it once. Let's practice it so we get the feel of it into our body. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. One more. Like you're sinking down into a hot bathtub. Now let's bring the arms up and hug the tree, opening the heart center. Now, just to warm up the body, this is not part of the 9 form, but this will get us into a nice, easy, slow dance. Hugging the tree, and then sinking down, hugging the tree, and then throwing the moon out over the horizon. Hugging. One more, as we sink down and embrace the moon, and toss the moon out over the horizon. Now, hug the tree. Ooh. Sink the chi 1 time. And 1 more time. Now, watch me as we prepare the hands for repulsing the monkey. So, 1 hand goes out to the side, 1 hand goes to the corner. We bring it in, and we shift the weight and repulse the monkey. When we do the 9 form, we're just going to do 1 time each side. But just to practice, we'll do it a few times. I inhale the arm up, and then I exhale, shifting the weight. This is actually the second move of the 9 form. First one, as you remember, opening the door, and then we go into repulsing the monkey. Now, the next move in the 9 form is coming to a T-step, stepping out to the side, and then brush knee, twisted step. And when we get into the 9 form, the whole flow, we'll just do 1 each side. But from here, we're just practicing, getting the feel into our body. Inhale. And exhale. 1 arm goes down, 1 arm goes up. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, 1 more. And then, the way that we transition to the other side is we sit back, we rotate on the heel, we float to the other side, and then we step into our T-step, and we do this side. So just to practice, we're going to do about 4 on each side. But when we get into the 9 form, it's going to be 1 each side of brush knee, twisted step. One arm down, one arm up, inhale back. And slow dance, moving meditation. And then to get to the other side, sit back. This is the transition that we use in part the wild mane horse. That's the next move. We embrace the moon and then we part the wild mane of the horse. Hand goes down the back of the neck while the other hand parts the mane. When we get into the flow of the 9 form, we're just going to do 1 each side, so we're just practicing, getting the feel in our body. Inhale, embrace the moon, and part that wild mane. And make our transition. Sit back, roll over to the other side, stepping into our T-step, embracing the moon, and parting that wild mane. Moving meditation. And then here comes our transition. And we'll transition with cloud hands. Step together. Cloud hands. Step apart, cloud hands. Stepping together, cloud hands. Cloud hands. Stepping apart, cloud hands. Back in the other direction. We won't do so many when we get into the real 9-4. We're going to do it a little bit different, but it's the same idea. Inhaling up, exhaling across. Now, stay here. Do a cloud hand. Together, cloud hands. Step apart, cloud hands. Stay here, cloud hands. Now, stay here, step in, and the next move is the rooster. Stands on one leg. Notice how one hand goes up and one hand goes down. Inhale up and exhale down. Now, step in, cross the arms, and we're going to set up the move for the next step, which is kicking into the corner. The first thing that happens is the arms go out to the side. One hand goes in front, and then we'll prepare for our kick just by going to the heel. Inhale, and exhale. Just practicing all the elements. First, just the heel into the corner. Now watch the kick coming up. Instead of going into the corner, instead of putting the heel into the corner, we kick the heel into the corner. Nice balance. Nice practicing of the balance. Embrace the moon. And we're going to practice parting the wild mane of the horse. The first move is ward off. We'll just practice just the ward off. This has 4 parts to it. Ward off is first. And all you do is lift that arm. Just lift it up, opening up the armpit. And then we're going to transition to the other side, stepping into our T-step, and we'll practice ward off on this side. Inhale back, and exhale out. Then transition to the other side. That goes under, sit back. Just one time, ward off. The second part is stroking the bird's tail. We'll practice just stroking the bird's tail a few times. I keep my eyes on my hands. I inhale back and I exhale forward. But now I'll transition to the other side. We'll do one ward off. And then we'll practice stroking the tail on this side. Inhale, exhale. Now, to get to the other side, arm under. We'll do one of each of those. One ward off. One stroke tail, and then we'll just toss it away. Bring the hands in, and then push the hands. I bring my hands into my heart, and then I push the hands. Transition. One ward off. One grasp tail. Throw it away and practice push hands. Inhale. Exhale. Transition to the other side. And then we'll get ready to practice the last part of it. So the last part, we'll do one of each of the 3. Ward off. One stroke tail. One push hands. And then prepare for our next move. The first thing we do is just clear the hands. We sit back. And then the last part is push mountain. I don't come straight back. I'm sort of tracing an oval egg here. We transition to the other side. In arm under. No, come back, hands to the heart center, turn, and then step in. One each, ward off, stroke tail, clear, bring in hands and push hands, and then we push mountain. I'm not coming straight back, I'm coming like I'm tracing an oval, big oval. One more. And then to transition here, we bring the hands to heart center. We open, and we put the whole thing together. One of each. Ready? I'm going to keep quiet. And then to end it, we cross hands. And the last move is closing the door. Step together. And that completes the practice. Now, let's do the whole 9 form. Let's just sing the chi. Coming back to it. First move, step out to the side. Open the door. We're going to run through this twice. The first time I might talk it. The second time, I'm not going to say anything. What comes next? Repulse the monkey. After we repulse the monkey, one each side, we step into our T-step, and we do our brush knee, twisted step, one on each side. Remember the transition, sit back, rotating on heel, floating to the other side. Next move in the 9 form, after we make our transition, is to part the wild mane of the horse. Position. And we part the wild mane on this side. And then we go into cloud hands. Step together. Cloud hands. Step apart. Cloud hands. Now going in the other direction. Step together. Cloud hands and we come back to the rooster. Stands on one leg. You ready for the kick? And then the grasping the sparrow's tail right through it. Last move, cross the arms, bring it up, and close the door. Step together, do our bow. Now we're going to run through it, and I'm not going to speak. This time we're just going to get into the slow dance.
Eu faço samba e amor até mais tarde e tenho muito sono de manhã. Escuto a correria da cidade que arde e apressa o dia de amanhã. De madrugada a gente ainda se ama e a fábrica começa a buzinar. O trânsito contorna nossa cama, reclama do nosso eterno espreguiçar. Da bem-vinda companheira no corpo do bendito violão. faço samba e amor a noite inteira. Não tenho a quem prestar satisfação. Eu faço samba e amor até mais tarde. E tenho muito mais o que fazer. Escuto a correria da cidade. Que alarde, será que é tão difícil amanhecer? Não sei se preguiçoso ou se covarde. Debaixo do meu cobertor de lã, eu faço samba e amor até mais tarde. E tenho muito sono de manhã.
Right. That was our 9 form. Now we're going to do the 24 form. Starts out the same way. Stepping, I'm going to start way over here because we're going to be moving in that direction. I'm going to open the door. Same way, it starts the same way. Now a little different. We go first to part the wild knee. Now watch the different transition in the 24. We do sit back, but we turn the toes that way, and then we do a big turnaround, and then the same thing. We're going to do it 3 times. After this third one, we're going to do a half step in and let the white crane spread its wings. And then we're going to repulse the monkey, but we're going to step back to the ball of the foot. We're going to land down, and then we're going to go to the ball of the foot in the front and repulse the monkey. And we're going to do our brush knee, twisted step. 3 times, same transition, sit back, toes out. After the third one, we're going to prepare for a half step in, and we're going to play the pipa. One hand over the foot, one hand over the knee, and then we're going to repulse the monkey moving back. After we repulse the monkey, we're going to do the white crane spreading its wings, and we're going to step into our T-step. We're going to grasp the bird's tail. And this is exactly the same as it was in the 9 form, 1 each side. Same transition in that 9 form, and it's the center, rotate heel, other side. First we ward off. Then we stroke tail. Roll it away. Bring your hands back. Pushing your hands. Pushing mountain.
Linda melodía.
Then we do a cloud hand. And then we do a single whip. Single whip. And then we let go of, then we bring that hand over and we do cloud hands. together. Loud hands apart. And now we're going to form the hook, and we're going to do a single whip to this side. Now I'm going to step in, half step, and I'm going to put that foot into the corner, and it's almost like brush repulse monkey, except we're doing a high pat on the horse. Then we gather for kick heel to the corner. Box both ears into the corner. And now we're going to go to the other side. Do our kick heel, whoops, do our kick heel. Now a little different move here, something we haven't practiced yet. We're going to take this foot all the way back, and we're going to sit down, and we're going to let the serpent crawl down the tree, and then we're going to go through the grass, and then the rooster stands on one leg. We come down, and we take that leg all the way back. We sit down, and the snake crawls down the tree. And then through the grass on that side. And then the rooster stands on one leg. We come down, we turn to that corner, and then we do a move called the Fair Maiden works the shuttles by lifting the loom, pushing through, and then we do the other side. Lift the loom. And then right through the shuttle. Then we do a half step in and needle at the sea bottom. And then we step into that corner, and the arms are like giant fan blades. We turn. We turn again. We parry. We deflect. We punch. Hands come back. Push mountain. And we end by closing the door. Next week, we will break down the 24 form. Have a great week. Thank you for coming.